My best friend is the mirror, as they never laugh when I cry. In order to hide my tears, I always enjoy taking walks in the rain. My lips are unaware of my issue. They simply never stop grinning. Consider a man's treatment of his inferiors rather than his treatment of his peers. When a man is intoxicated, his actual nature becomes apparent. A day is a waste if you don't laugh. We feel too little and think too much. Reading about the water will not teach you how to swim. If you're gazing down, you'll never see rainbows. I'll tell you who you are if you tell me who your buddies are. Not even our problems are permanent in this evil planet. Power is only necessary when you intend to cause harm. If not, love is sufficient to complete everything. You have to be able to play with your anguish in order to genuinely laugh. You need character to stay at the top, even if you have the ability to get there. Everything becomes your instructor if you pay attention. The easiest method to conceal your anguish is to smile. Help a stranger whenever your life becomes more difficult. What you think is irrelevant to the truth, God initially exposes your adversaries just before bestowing blessings upon you. Death is the only thing that has no answers. Everything else is solvable. Be quiet if you can't be kind. Quit conversing with those who aren't paying attention. Act like the kind of person you wish to encounter. Ultimately, I only learned how to be resilient on my own. Finding a wise guy requires a wise man. Nobody is flawless. Pencils have erasers for this reason. When pressure is used, character emerges. Avoid returning to the location where you were unable to grin. The things you look at change if you alter your perspective. Assign some responsibilities to your kids if you want them to stay grounded. The soul is reflected in the eyes. Never use other people's opinions to evaluate someone. No one is against you. They are for their own use. You must be uninformed if you think you understand everything. The memory of pain is fear. The memory of pleasure is addiction. Freedom transcends both. Words are meaningless when actions speak. People no longer seem good to me. I see the reality. Until you witness loyalty, never demonstrate love. Someone's laughter might be prompted by my suffering, but my laughter should never cause someone else's suffering. Create your kids. Don't construct homes for them. Your children will sell the homes you created for them if you are unable to build them. Things require time to develop, so don't try to rush them. Science starts off sweet but ends up being bitter. Mistakes are observed, but efforts are disregarded. A person who is embarrassed to learn is one who is scared to inquire. Person's words and deeds should be consistent. The lion defends himself from flies as well. Friends should never be trusted too much. Learn to make use of your adversaries. Never give someone else the secret to your happiness. Don't let anything you might lose determine how happy you are. The internal conflicts we face are the most challenging in life. The pen is the mind's language. Learning is the source of knowledge. Living is the source of wisdom. Tell a falsehood to your pal. Tell him the truth if he keeps it a secret. Don't seek for favors from people if you can get by in life without doing so. The more suffering there is, the closer God is, the brighter the stars are, and the darker the night. People show their true selves. They don't change. Excellent performers are not created. Habit has conditioned them. The best way to annoy someone is to smile. Individuals that want to ruin you never regret your history. Instead, embrace it and grow from it. Keep your day from being ruined by the hurt of yesterday. There is no secret in the soul that the action does not disclose. A man's response when he makes a mistake is the best indicator of his integrity. The battlefield is inside your head. Be its leader rather than its soldier. Never forget that having too much ego will destroy your ability. There are no flies in a shutoff. Don't follow the counsel of all healers. Even idiots age. Seek clarity while showing respect for age. We are all dethroned monarchs in our own eyes. It is a matter of birth to be male. Age determines a person's status as a man. However, choosing to be a gentleman is a personal decision. Being considerate of other people's sentiments is a sign of good manners. Failure doesn't matter. To make a fool of yourself requires bravery. Consider the content rather than the speaker. Hatred cannot be cured by any medication. Pay attention to one thing at a time. I gained a lot of knowledge via my errors. In order to learn more, I made the decision to make more. Mistakes, your actions have a much bigger influence than your words. Change the plan, but never the aim if it doesn't work. You learn sometimes and you win other times. The conflict between your feelings and your knowledge is your worst. The things you look at alter when you shift your perspective. You can readily see the answers in situations. When you're unhappy with the state of affairs, the wisest course of action is to remain silent. Don't reveal too much about yourself to others. When gossip reaches a wise person's ears, it dies. You must be a highly smart and reasonable person if you don't have many friends. Instead of living on my knees, I would prefer to die standing. You are merely restating what you already know when you speak. However, you might pick up some fresh information if you pay attention. Not everyone in your immediate vicinity is your friend. Without action, imagination is meaningless. Watch out for jealous folks in your vicinity. While you see them as family or friends, they see you as a rival. Don't take it if it isn't yours. Don't do it if it's wrong. Don't mention anything that isn't truthful. Quit talking if you don't know. Modify your perspective and observe your own transformation. Age does not equate to maturity. It refers to your reaction, etiquette, and sensitivity. People who spend their time pointing out flaws in others typically don't take the time to fix their own.